that.
And we are late to the party, and the Inner Geekdom battle for who is facing Jason Inman is coming to a close.
This was a hell of a fun tournament to watch. So many exciting mashups between two, wishing that other people got in other. But nonetheless, we are at this moment where we got Mike Kalinowski, who is the reason why this has been going on. And then we got Mara, one of the new shining stars in the league.
And Mara Knopic, I would absolutely love it if Mara won and ended up going on to battle Jason Inman at the live event.
See, for me, this is kind of one of those two where it's like, it'd be awesome to see Mike Kalinowski go ahead, but then also it'd be so awesome to see Mara go ahead. So I'm kind of like, whoever wins, cool, but I'm gonna pull for Mara. I want her to go all the way. I want to see her at the live event and think that she can really pull it.
I want to see her at the live event as well, but I think it would just be the bee's knees if Mike Kalinowski was the one to reach the end of the tournament to battle Jason Justice Inman for the title. With all that has been going on, it's just kismet to have him be the one to end up at that live event, especially because at the last live event, the way he was just kind of roaming the crowd, looking around, like it was a prelude of what was to come.
Yeah.
So I want to see Mike Kalinowski make it to the end. So we are going to watch the battle between the two to find out who will take on Jason Inman then. Now.
Oh yeah!
Fight for life!
Got Emma at the table.
Upon us. I am merely Mark Ellis. This, you know or you love.
This is very interesting. I'm excited to see how they play well against each other, or off each other.
It's Miss Emma Fife joining me on the table today.
It's great to be back on the Inner Geekdom table. I feel like this is where I really shine, mostly because of my profound ability to pronounce things in Elvish. So
Yeah.
here we are.
Probably going to lean on you heavily during those rounds. It's going to be a fun match to announce with you because you've been under this white hot spotlight in particular. I mean, you were in this tournament early. You actually got knocked out by one of the competitors.
I did, by Miss Mara Knopic.
Mara, she's so talented, and she's one of these rising stars, named Brown Dwarf Star, that has just come onto the scene in such a big way. She got 2 TKOs under her belt. Sorry, one of them was against you.
You know what? It's fair. She earned it.
But you probably know, competing against her, not only is she great in a variety of Inner Geekdom categories, she also is able to play against incredible odds. It doesn't matter what happened to her that day. She is going to show up, and she gave us one of the best matches of all time against Rachel Cushing. I believe it was 11 questions into OT when that Ali Frazier finally ended. What a battle that was.
It really was. I mean, that's going to go down as one of the greatest matches in Schmoedown history, certainly a contender for match of the year. And I mean, she was up against Rachel Cushing, who is an absolute titan in the Inner Geekdom.
You know better than anybody.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, man, power to Mara for pulling through in that match. And both of them were really hurting. And, I mean, we're going to see Mara hopefully competing under slightly less taxing circumstances, shall we say, today.
Less taxing, perhaps, but no less corrupt. And that is thanks to Mike Kalinowski, her opponent here today. And that's really the reason why you and I had to show up to the studio at all, is because originally this was going to be a fatal five-way. It was going to be a collision. And then all of a sudden, Kalinowski, he's using all of his power in the league. He's lobbying Commissioner Thad Williams, and he says, I think that Inner Geekdom should be a tournament.
It's very Harvey
Dent. The Inner Geekdom tournament should get a shot at Jason Inman, the current belt holder in the Inner Geekdom.
To be fair on that, I even posted in the group, and I posted, he lived long enough to see himself become the villain.
He was kind of having his sights set on the fact that he was going to have to play Rachel Cushing. But him and Mara had a brief run-in where he was trying to say, hey, you need to thank me. Mara wanted no part of that, and he just told her, hey, you keep winning, and I keep winning. And
Jeff and Roka.
But what happens is about to go down here today.
Very true, and I still want to know who Mike Kalinowski is blackmailing to have all of this stuff happen.
Well, he's blackmailed a lot of different people, I'm sure, but he also is a damn good Inner Geekdom opponent. I mean, he took down Adam Hlavik. He got
I thought he was going to go.
That was both by a technical knockout as well. So these are two competitors that really know their stuff, and they are under the brightest of lights here today. Let's see how they're handling it so far with the pre-interviews.
Hey, sheep. here we are, the
Bah.
finals. This is going for it all. Some of you guys, you didn't think I was going to make it here. But those of you guys, I told you from the beginning what I was going to do. And here I am, ready to go for that belt. This is my last obstacle to get to Inman.
So I'm here. It's the championship against Mike Kalinowski. Pretty exciting. But that's not the real reason why I'm here. I'm here because Mark Ellis owes me a bagel, and I'm gonna get it before I go home.
Bagel.
And that's right, a bagel. A bagel is a bird, a bagel is a food.
Britta.
From the beginning, everyone was saying
Britta's in this?
tournament was Rachel Cushing's to lose. Well, Rachel Cushing did lose. And who'd she lose to? Mara Knopic. A person no one had ever heard of, and now she's the star. Everyone loves Mara. She's the new golden child of this league. Well, you wouldn't have met Mara if it wasn't for me.
I think my road to the championship and Mike's road have been similar. I would like to think that everyone was fairly evenly matched at the time, and I've had some tough matches. He's had some tough matches. He's also been incredible, and I've had some success as well. So it's a pretty tight race.
I admired her from the beginning, the very first match. And you know what? I asked for a little respect, just a thank you from her, because I got her involved in this. I gave her a shot at this, getting rid of the five-way. You know what? She didn't thank me. So I said, what did I say to her? I said, you go on winning, I'm going to go on winning. We'll see what happens. Came back after her second match. You go on winning, I'll keep on winning. She did go on and keep winning.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
And guess what?
Rest in
So did
peace,
I.
Aretha.
So now I face her.
Yeah, Mike, the puppet master of all of this, I say to you that if you win, I will shake your hand today. And if I win, I'm going to demand that we go have punch and pie. And that will be a demand.
No, Mara, in her
We were
last
told
match,
there
you
would be
of course,
pie
you
and
guys
punch.
watched it, and she referred to Adam
Tell
and
him they'll
I.
have
Adam
punch
is
and
a
pie.
pothole, she called me a speed bump. I don't really know what that reference is, but you know what happened? She's one of those little low riders that's gonna, drive on down the road. She's gonna go to that speed bump, and this is what's gonna happen. She's not going forward. I am.
Mara swinging out there with little subtle references. I don't know if she's even referencing
she's not 100%
South Park Bigger, Longer, and
after her,
Uncut.
I'm sure she is.
car accident, but she
Probably.
was able to drive herself to the studio here today.
I wouldn't put it
Not
past
many
her.
painkillers. Her mind is clear. Her heart is pure. And Mike Kalinowski continuing to cause
More people will come up, they
corruption
think
as
we're
we
having
look
punch and
ahead to
pie.
Anarchy, which is going to be taking place for the majority of the fall, is going to be under that cloud. I don't know who I got here today, Emma, but I know a lot of fireworks are about to go off.
It absolutely is true. And, it really could go either way today because, as you say, we have two incredibly strong competitors within Inner Geekdom. And I don't know. It's going to come down to the wire here, I think, today.
I think we could even be looking at another overtime match, which I know Mara doesn't want to hear right now, but it's going to be that close, and I am, again, lucky enough to have somebody who knows how to pronounce all of the names in Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings right next to me with Emma Fife. Emma, let's talk some Tale of the Tape.
All right, so first up, we have got Mike the Killer Kalinowski, Mike K.O. Kalinowski now in Co-Eruption. Anyway, his
They're
strengths
all
include
his strengths.
DC movies, Star Trek,
got no
and making
weaknesses.
infographics to memorize all of the characters in Harry Potter.
And that is an actual
Then
fact.
we have the amazing Mara Knopic, the brown dwarf star. Her strengths include MCU, Star Wars, and fighting through the pain.
She is a gamer if there ever was one, and I fancy myself a sportsman, a competitor, and I just like to see good matches like this, so I consider myself ready. Emma, can you say the same?
I would say that I am ready indeed, Mark Ellis. All
Neighbor,
right, then.
let's do it.
Okay, then it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Delivered with such grace and elegance that I could never even aspire to. Introducing first.
I won't sing it. But we all
Reigning
know what
competitor
we're
onto the
thinking.
scene, and she is already 3-0 in the Inner Geekdom tournament. She finds herself in the finals. Please welcome the brown floor star, Mara Knopic!
Yeah!
All right,
She's gonna heat up though under those
I
lights.
appreciate Mara's commitment to being comfortable, you know?
Yeah, that does look
I do love the amazing amount of
So
Chewbacca
hot, though.
enthusiasts we have,
Yes.
not only that are competing, but also in the crowd. I hear a lot of Wookiee
A
roars.
lot of Wookiee roars
I tried.
calling out their support for Mara Knopic. And honestly, if you've never worn a onesie, I cannot recommend it enough. It's basically the most comfortable piece of clothing you could wear.
Well, she'll be having
Borrowed
it for
this
5 rounds.
from a singles competitor.
Oh.
Okay, so that is not her Wookiee onesie. What condition will she return it to them? In victorious or in a losing effort? Her
Dance.
probably.
Is he gonna come out and pump his
3-0 in this
punches?
tournament so far with 2 TKOs. He is the face of corruption. Mike KO.
The song is so perfect for that trailer. I mean, for the movie.
Do it, Mike. Come on.
Those are human boos and Wookiee boos, Emma. Right at Mari's.
There you go. It's applauding her.
And jokingly giving it up for Mara as well.
Didn't pump, didn't flip off.
Came on the scene and intervened. Dressed as Batman, he was a real force for good and for justice. And
He's a good guy to root for, but I will say, so far, just looking at it today, he walked
wearing
out,
a
he was very courteous to the crowd. They were not courteous to him. He shook
He was wearing hockey
Mike
pads.
Kalinowski turned over a new leaf. Mike Kalinowski, how are you feeling?
How am I feeling?
Yeah.
Feeling very good.
Okay. Very nice gentleman. So
very pleasant. Yep.
far, the crowd looks a little stunned, so I guess with all the controversy put to bed behind us now, I can just ask the competitors.
It's a fair. It's come to a fair way that it's supposed to come to. A competitor that no one knew is now here at this desk. We're going for the belt after this. You know, this is the way it's supposed to work. Yeah, everyone's looking at me as a bad guy. That's not the way this went down.
Oh, so you're taking credit for Mara being here today?
No, her skill got her here, but
Okay.
she wouldn't have had this option to be here if it wasn't for.
Okay, well,
Let's put it that way.
That's the most corrupt.
We're past
sugar
thank yous.
daddy
We're past
statement
thank yous at
I've
this
ever
point. We're
heard.
here.
We are here. We are ready to go up here at the answer desk. Mara, are you ready?
Yay.
Yay.
Mike, are you ready?
There you go.
I am ready.
Okay. We knew that was going to happen.
All right, well,
Yay.
then it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Kick
5
names and
rounds
take ass.
to the knapsack and finish in this one.
Track say?
In round
Yes,
number
yes.
1. It's going to play like a normal round.
Middle Earth. In Return of the King, who becomes a guard at the Citadel after pledging allegiance to Denethor?
We're going through them. We haven't reached Return of the King yet.
So happy I turned the
Already,
lights over
you
to
know, listen.
I don't remember.
Well, this
we
one actually wasn't
we haven't
even
gotten to the
on
third one yet, so I don't remember.
4,
But I'm
3,
just
2,
guessing.
and 1. Pens down, Mike Kalinowski.
Pippin?
That is correct for 1 point.
Pippin.
There you go.
Yeah.
Or Peregrine Took.
I guess it's in there somewhere.
All
Apparently.
right, second question, the category of Star Wars. Obi-Wan and Anakin battle on what volcanic planet in the climax of Revenge of the Sith?
I went on a date with a young lady to go see
And you went to a volcanic planet?
the Incredibles at midnight. You know,
I don't know how to spell it.
Is that
how you spell it? I put an A there.
Mustafa.
Hands down. Mara, you're up first.
Mustafar.
It is Mustafa.
Mustafa.
Correct.
Well, I
All
would
right,
consider
third
because I was in
question,
Mustafar,
in the category
but
of DCEU,
I'm gonna give
what
it
is
to
the name
myself.
of the hidden island homeland of the Amazons?
I've never taken a young lady to Amazon.
To the Amazon itself.
I have not done that
Yeah,
yet.
it's a lot of
I don't know how to
exciting
spell this one
wildlife
either.
right here.
but you
Adventure.
know.
5, 4, 3.
I did it phonetically.
1.
The
Hands
mascara.
down, Mike.
Themyscira.
Themyscira, aka Paradise Island.
That is correct for 1 point. And Mara?
Themyscira.
Also
I
correct.
don't know if it's spelled right at all.
Listen, there's actually a note in here that says tough to spell, but anything close will be acceptable.
Yay!
You, Chris Gillespie.
All right, question number 4, the category of Marvel movies. In 2000's X-Men, what 2 members of the team saved Wolverine and Rogue from Sabretooth's initial attack on the road in Canada? Wolverine is spent a lot of time in Canada. Is he actually Canadian? I think he's actually Canadian.
I don't know what his citizenship
Yeah.
level is, but I believe he has a DUI, so he's not allowed back in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go
I put
pens
Scott and
down, and
Jean.
let's give
I don't
this
remember.
to Mara first.
Storm and Cyclops.
That is correct.
Damn.
Storm and Cyclops.
Also
Yes.
correct.
I was Scott. I
And
got
because
Scott.
each
but I
competitor's
didn't
throwing
get
a
Scott.
perfect game thus
He meets
far,
Gene
I always
later
like
at
to
the
ruin it by
I don't remember.
personally
It's been
reminding
forever since
everybody
I've seen
that
that
if
movie.
they throw a perfect round 1, they will be asked a bonus question.
In my head, I was actually thinking
Right.
Storm too, but I just
Next
didn't-
question, category of MCU. Who directed Spider-Man: Homecoming?
Damn.
Really
I know who directed Amazing
I think I'm
Spider-Man.
confused about where things are happening now because Spider-Man's he's like dancing that line in between
Upside down kisses.
MCU and
5, 4, 3,
Scott
2,
something?
1. Kalinowski.
Is it John Watts?
Yep.
yes, it is John Watts.
John Watts.
That is correct.
Fact is right.
Perfect round for both
Neck and
competitors
neck.
thus far. Next question, DC movies. Finish the Green Lantern quote.
Oh my god.
In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall fill in the blank. A lot of Green Lantern questions.
Brightest
I love
day
when
and
we get
blackest
Green
night.
Lantern.
I think that
Evil
somebody's
shell.
overestimated how many people have actually seen or care to remember Green Lantern.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes. Finish the Green Lantern quote. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall fill in the blank.
I like the
Yeah?
I enjoyed it.
Well, you are in the
5,
minority there.
4, 3,
Shall not pass.
1. And we are going to give this one to Mara first.
Well, I didn't finish it, so it doesn't count.
No,
no,
cannot accept that.
unfortunately,
Did Mike
it does
Kalinowski
not.
get it?
Escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's
Yes,
light.
got it.
There you go.
Okay, all we needed was escape my sight.
Nah, he
so,
needs to
yes,
show off
that
a
is
little
correct,
flex.
Mike Kalinowski. Still
you know
with
it,
the
flex.
perfect round. Next
have
category,
no clue.
mixed bag. This is question number 7. When was Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull released? That's a movie release date question. I know, that movie release date. Scott Vance just materializes out of the background.
5, 4, 3, 2,
2005.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Mike.
2008.
That is correct.
Damn.
2008.
Like I said,
Correct.
Always
One
my
point advantage
wrong,
for Kalinowski.
yes.
These competitors have earned their right to be here.
Yeah, they definitely have. Question number 8, category of Star Trek. In 2009's Star Trek, who does Kirk first meet on a shuttle bound for Starfleet Academy? I kind of like that first Star Trek movie.
I enjoyed this. I was never a big fan of the TV shows,
Okay.
but that Jean-Luc guy's coming back, I heard.
That Jean-Luc guy is
5,
coming back.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We go to Mara.
Bones.
That is correct.
Correct.
Bones, Dr. McCoy.
Yep, that is
I just put
correct.
5 points. What's his first name?
Bones.
Kidding, it's Leonard. We all know that.
All right. Next category. Question 9, heroes and villains. In The Dark Knight Rises, what does Selena Kyle steal from Bruce upon their first meeting? I mean, that's like a heck of a way to form a friendship or an enemy. You just
Thinking
show
about
up to
my
their house.
First day with a young lady on
Steal-
Mustafar.
Right. You stole
Never
something
saw my
from
wallet
her.
again. 5,
leave
4,
no stone unturned.
2, 1. Pens down. We go to Mike.
It's two things. He stole the mother's pearls and his fingerprints.
That's the mother's pearls was the question that we were looking for,
Okay,
but
and Mark?
yes,
Dead mommy pearl necklace.
that is
I
correct.
put his
That is
mother.
right. His mom's name. We don't know if it was Martha, but we know she had a pearl necklace. And we have
Martha.
approached the last question in round 1. Mike Kalinowski still within range of getting that
5.
bonus question that will be asked only
You
to
did good.
him. Our last question is a
They did better.
Patreon question.
Yes.
This comes to us from Andrew Schick. We love your family's razors, and we love you, Andrew Schick. So make a
Andrew!
Patreon supporter.
Yes.
If you're not already a member, check out the movie trivia Schmoedown Patreon and see which category and tier is right for you.
And
he chose
The category of Harry Potter.
Andrew Schick. I believe he's a Slither.
All right. In the Goblet of Fire, as a safety measure, what new rule is announced regarding the eligibility of students wishing to be selected for the Tri-Wizard Tournament?
I feel bad I gave him Slither. I didn't give him
No, Slytherin's a good one.
Oh, it is?
I'm Slytherin, so I support that. But I love Hufflepuffs also. Hufflepuff is a great.
I don't remember.
3,
I'm gonna put
2,
that.
never visit any of them. 1, pens down, and
Never wanted to do
Laura.
17.
By the way, Slytherin and proud.
Heck yeah.
That you have to be over 16.
Can't
I
accept
can't
that.
quite accept that.
Sorry,
no.
Mike, do you have it?
Well, I put they had to be over a certain age. 17.
It is 17, but we needed it to
Oh,
be
yeah.
written
Must
down
be
17.
No
Yeah,
one
cannot accept
under
that, so Mike does not get a
17.
perfect game, although he got this close, and
Did you put
Mara
no one
still
under?
trails
Okay.
Mike by 1 as she did the majority of that round. But I mean, these competitors are showing us their mettle. They have earned the right
That's
to be here
rubbish!
today.
Harry
And
Potter!
now we are upon
Rubbish!
the real
Rubbish!
round. This
Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
2. In round number 2, the wheel
The seagull.
from 10 different categories from 10
He
different
said
corners
calmly.
of the inner geekdom unit. First order.
So close.
It is so
Hold the
close.
fur.
All right, so that
Yeah.
means Mara is up.
Here comes Mara. She is walking over to the wheel, which is sponsored by our Schmoedown patron, Nathan Ovendale. Nathan Ovendale, thank you for sponsoring it. We have Heroes and Villains and Scores and Soundtracks are the sponsored wedges here today, courtesy of Nathan Ovendale. And here it comes, looking at opponent choice,
Oh.
the MCU.
Oh,
and
is she gonna take
Harry
it?
Potter.
Take it. Take it. Take it.
All
Do
right,
Take it.
Mara, how are you
Do
feeling
it.
about Mr. Potter?
All right.
Stay in.
Yeah.
I love how nonchalant she is.
Okay,
Yeah, I know.
Mara, you
She's
get
like,
5 questions in the world of Harry Potter. Your
Take
first
it,
question.
Vanessa.
In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry accidentally sets free an animal when visiting the zoo. What kind of animal did you
Snake.
set free?
Boa
A
constrictor.
snake.
It was a snake. We can accept that, and that is 2 points in your favor. Your next question: what actor played Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter film?
Rupert Grint.
Rupert Grint.
2 more points.
I'm talking to the real Ron Weasels.
Third question of 5. What is the name of the old man who was killed after overhearing Voldemort conspiring with Peter Pettigrew at the beginning of the Goblet of Fire?
Oh my god, I can't remember his name.
Caretaker.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Tobias Prince, B,
No.
Jacob Kowalski, C, Frank Bryce, or D, Herbert Chorley?
C.
I'll go B.
Damn.
C.
I can't remember.
It was C, Frank Bryce. Give her a point.
Back here, I'm like, it sounds so familiar.
Well,
So
over
C.
there. Your next question. This is your penultimate one in this round. And the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Ollivander tells Harry that the 2 wands he took from Malfoy Manor belonged to Draco Malfoy and who else?
Bellatrix Lestrange. Bellatrix Lestrange. It seems its allegiance has changed.
5, 4.
Harry.
That is incorrect for the steal, and a big 2 points here, Mike Kalinowski.
Do I get the question again without a JT rule?
Yes, you do. In the Deathly Hallows Part 2, Ollivander tells Harry that the 2 wands he took from Malfoy Manor belong to Draco Malfoy and who?
Bellatrix Lestrange.
You would think like Lucius Malfoy.
You would
Is it
think.
Snape?
It is not Snape.
Looking for Bellatrix Lestrange.
Yes.
Bellatrix
Lestrange.
All right. And now, Mara's come down to her last question in round 2. She's going to have a lead coming out of it regardless. See if she can pad it a little bit here. Which of Ron Weasley's brothers is injured by a werewolf?
Bill.
Bill. He's got the scars.
He takes his meat on the raw side.
5,
Percy.
4. That is incorrect for the steal, Mike.
Can I hear the question again, please, without...
Which of Ron Weasley's brothers is injured by a werewolf?
It's not Fred or George. You know that. He's trying to think
It's
of
not
Bill's
Percy
name.
or Charlie.
Is it George?
That is incorrect. Looking for Bill. Bill. He was always hanging around with
Yeah.
werewolves, and they always told him don't smoke cigarettes with werewolves.
I
and he
feel
just-
like maybe the werewolf attack is what later made him go on to become a commander in the First Order. And
that could be it. That was Bill. That was Donald Gleason.
That was Donald Gleason. Sure
All
was.
right, well, Mara's still coming out of this with the lead, a 4-point lead over Mike Kalinowski, and it really comes down
Whose
to
real
the
dad is
category
Mad Eye
defense.
Moody.
So, Mike, without further ado, please corrupt our wheel of justice.
Still, she didn't go that far ahead, but she also prevented him from
Here's the
stealing
Again,
because
so
he
much
didn't know.
time left.
Very
in a
true.
She went for
championship
twos
match.
instead.
Even when you get to round 2, you miss some questions you think you should have had. You get
But that
the
could
big
hurt her.
round. You get
Yeah.
the speed round.
Oh yeah, I have seen people in these 5-rounders come back hard in that speed round, even when they were down in round 2. And again, there's still so many opportunities
Spinners.
to make a big difference here.
Spinners.
Even should
Oh,
things not go
no.
And, Emma, I said corrupt the wheel, and
Wow.
it seems to have happened because he spun
Yeah.
Spinner's choice.
What is he gonna do?
Yeah, what's it gonna be?
Well, and here we are.
DC
looks
movies?
like it's
Wait, are you
just
gonna
breaking
take
his
it, though,
pure
Mike?
heart to do this tomorrow,
Like
to
last time?
select a category. So, Mike, what category would you like to select for round number 2?
I'd go scores and soundtracks.
Yeah, scores and stuff. But
All right, thinking about it, thinking about all that knowledge.
who
in
did
his
the
head,
first
we need an answer. 5,
Spider-Man?
4.
Danny Elfman.
DCEU.
He did the first X-Men.
All right.
The
Here we
one
go.
that does
in
all the
DCEU.
John Ottman.
Okay, Mike, you've selected the DCEU, and you're going to hear 5
He
questions.
does all the Bryan Singer
in
stuff.
that
Yeah.
critically acclaimed world. Your question number 1 is:
Oscar winning.
in Justice League, what does Batman tell Flash when asked what his superpowers are?
I'm rich.
I'm rich.
2 points.
I'm rich, bitch!
All right, your next question.
Silence.
Literal. Pin drop there. What is the name of Zod's science officer in the movie
Ursa.
Man of
Ursa.
Steel?
Ugh, it's not. It's like Mira or something. It's different.
It's similar though, isn't it? I don't
Oh.
remember what it is.
Okay,
Multiple
good.
choice.
I
yeah.
can do that. Is it A, Darren Vex?
No.
B, Dev
Oh,
M?
it's the other
C,
one.
Jax or D, Rao?
Oh, I don't know.
Jax C. I don't know the other one.
It is not B. Can Mara steal it for a point?
Will you?
The options?
Well, no. Yeah. Like, will you,
Sure. The whole thing. What is the name of Zod's science officer in Man of Steel? Is it A, Darren Vex, B, Dev M, C, Jax or D, Rao?
D.
It is not looking for Jax Really
Good
good.
old
guess.
That was a tough question. That was like a
Go
5
C,
point.
but I guess that one.
I
Yeah.
thought they were
Our
talking
next
about
question, and
Ursa's
this is,
character.
again, going just to Mike.
But I guess she was a
DCEU
science
movie,
officer.
Since it's third in this round.
She was
In Wonder
lieutenant?
Woman, what language is Dr. Meru's notebook written in that only Diana can translate?
Latin?
Yeah.
It's 2 languages. It's Ottoman and Sumerian.
We'll take Sumerian
damn.
for
That is
2
correct.
points. And the impressive Kalinowski, even the fans who don't like it,
Ties
gave him
it.
a little round of applause for knowing both languages. We are tied at 13, Emma. We have 2 questions left for Mike to try to take a lead going into the betting round. Next question. In the movie Justice League, when the 3 mother boxes are gathered together, what do they form? We need a specific name.
Boom tube.
It's called the Unity.
It is called the Unity.
Damn.
And
I guess each
Kalinowski
mother box
has
alone
taken the lead by
creates a
2
boom
over
tube.
Mara, and he still has 1 question left. And that
I
one
remember
is
that.
in Suicide Squad. What is the name of Enchantress's brother? The one she summons to help her eradicate mankind.
Ted.
It's for winning. Suicide Squad.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
I can provide that. Is it A, Incubus, B, Cerberus, C, Diablo,
No.
or D, Shaman?
Shaman?
A.
I'm gonna go D.
Incubus.
1 point for Mike Kalinowski, and he completes a very
Incubus,
impressive
succubus?
round 2 in the DCU. He spun Spinner's Choice. That's what you're supposed to do, and
Yep.
he has a 3-point lead over Mara, who also played very gamely with Harry Potter.
She absolutely did, and
She's very close behind,
playing
though.
the game is part of the Schmoedown, and Mike played a great game. He had some things that he wasn't sure on. He went to the multiple choice. Ultimately, it worked out for him, and if it had not, then Mara would have only been able to steal 1 point. So there's a little bit of strategy involved there.
Well, we do get to see Mike Kalinowski spin that wheel one more time because he is in the lead, meaning he is going to be spinning for the betting round. We're going to see what the category is, and once we get that, we'll tell the opponents just how they're going to make the wager. All right, spinning that wheel.
Ooh, we get more rounds this time.
Patreon sponsored wheel. Thanks again, Andrew Schick. Doing a great job. All right. Excuse me, that was Nathan Ovendale, but thanks.
Yeah, that was gonna say
Andrew Schick came in
Andrew
with
Schick
the
did
five questions in round one.
Right. Get that. Schick's
the
my
question.
confused. He has
Trek.
fun Star Trek. Very interesting category for both competitors. Here's how it works. And your question is, what is the name of the Klingon planet the crew traveled to take Khan into custody in Star Trek Into Darkness? Normal 15 seconds here.
I don't remember. Do not
Probably rounded in around 6.
The way time works, 5,
everybody.
4, 3,
Damn it.
1. All right, so
Probably
the
starts
competitors
with
have
the-
finished writing their questions.
something.
So, Mike, how many points did you wager?
I wagered 1.
You wagered 1. Mara, how many did you wager?
2.
Okay, Mike, your answer.
Chronos.
Okay, and Mara, your
Yes.
answer? Okay, it's points
knew
all
it was
around here.
damn
And
frickin',
Mara, being a little bolder than Mike in the category of Star
time.
Trek, has inched her way 1 point closer.
They do your time clock
Lead. She's got 15 points.
for certain
and we
companies.
go into the
Target
speed
uses
round. Now, Emma,
Chronos.
how do you see this match?
Fox
shaping up
Communications
so far?
uses
Oh
Chronos.
man, I mean they've really been neck and neck.
Time and
so
labor
Mike
system.
Oh,
continued
yeah.
to
Chronos.
just slightly have the edge. So it's really going to come down to the speed round right now. If Mara Knopic is really on those buzzers and knows these answers, she could very easily overtake him in this round.
That's right, and it's not a joke when you say it is a little bit of a physical exertion to get that buzzer down, so hopefully Mara can keep up with Kalinowski, although she's not feeling 100%. Here we go with the buzzer round.
In Black Panther, who is the leader of the Jabari tribe from the mountains?
Uatu.
M'Baku.
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 Question
Yeah.
number 2. Kevin Costner has appeared in how many DCEU films?
3, 2.
Mike,
3.
Incorrect, it's looking for 2.
back to 17 to 15.
Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. Question number 3. What is the name of the heroic droid in Rogue One?
K2SO.
K2SO.
That is correct for 1 point. Question number 4. What
Come on, Mara.
MCU actor has a small role as George Kirk in 2009 Star Trek?
That is
Chris
Mike.
Hemsworth.
Correct. Question number 5.
Her
in the
nonchalance
Fellowship
is
of the
catching
Ring,
up
what
with
is the
her.
name of the mines
She's
that
slow
the
and
Fellowship
sluggish.
must pass-
Mike,
Mines of Moria.
That is correct.
Wow, what an
Once more.
impressive speed round
She's
from Mike
very-
Kalinowski.
Yeah.
He got up early,
So-
and then he regressed, and it's like
She
you make
wasn't
a
quick
birdie,
on the
make a
draw.
bogey, he's right back. What's that going to do to him mentally?
Yeah.
But he gets the next 3 right. That's one of the more impressive speed rounds I have ever witnessed
You
in
know,
my time.
I have to agree with you there because as somebody that has witnessed many a speed round and has had competitors in title shots many, many times, I have seen how that speed round can really rock you if you start answering questions incorrectly early on, and Mike, it did not even phase him.
That's right, and Wookiees known for their strength, but maybe not their quickness on the buzzer. And here we go to the final round. This is round number 5 of the Inner Geekdom Championship. Once again, the winner of this playoff tournament is going to be playing against Jason Inman, the current Inner Geekdom belt holder, live at the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Live event September 8th at the El Portal Theater in North Hollywood. In round number 5, here's how it works. You currently trail by 5 points, and this 2-pointer can get you back within striking distance with your 3-pointer. You selected number 9, and that corresponds to the category of Star Trek.
Oh.
She can do pretty good at it.
Right,
I think she can do
and
pretty
your
good.
Star
She
Trek
did pretty
question?
good before.
In Star Trek 2009, Sulu was proficient in what kind of combat?
Fencing.
That is correct
Good
for
job,
2
girl.
points.
Good job.
And just like that, she could tie Mike Kalinowski.
I wouldn't have
with this
remembered that.
next
I wouldn't
question
remember
if it's
that either.
answered correctly. She selected number 2, and that corresponds to the Hobbit movies. Everybody don't remember they made Lord of the Rings, and those were good. Then they made the Hobbit, and I
There's
enjoyed
something
it. I give them a hard time.
watchable.
All right. Mara, your question in the world of the Hobbit is, who plays the Master of Lake Town in the Hobbit series?
Stephen Fry.
We are
Correct,
tied.
yes.
I was like, I know Stephen
don't remember
Colbert's
To
there.
Mike
I don't remember
Kalinowski.
Stephen Fry
Mike
at all.
Kalinowski, you now have to answer a question.
Point of order. I can tell you all 13 dwarves from The Hobbit.
That is an impressive feat.
Unfortunately, we cannot award any bonus points for that at this time, but we'll bring it up with the commissioner.
We can award points right at the bar across the street as soon as we're done with this match. That is going to be impressive.
Yes.
All right, Mike Kalinowski, you selected number 3 for your 2-point question. That corresponds up here to my eyes with scores and soundtracks. Scores and soundtracks. All right, your question for 2 points is, who composed the score for Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and
Tyler
2?
Bates.
Brian Tyler? Tyler Bates?
Tyler Bates.
Brian Tyler.
That is incorrect. Looking for Tyler Bates.
Oh, nice.
Tyler Bates. And
Also
so
did Deadpool
we
2.
stick with Mike Kalinowski. And in your 3-point category, you
That's
selected
a tough one, though, because you'd go Brian Tyler.
8. And
Makes
we'll see if you can
sense.
scramble around just like the great Steve Young did. You selected number 8. And that corresponds to the DCEU, which stands for, I believe, DC Comics Extended Universe.
That would be D.
CCEU.
Nevertheless, your 3-point question is, in David Ayers' Suicide Squad, what is the name of the Enchantress's alter ego?
Liz.
June Moon.
That one.
Yes, it is.
That, yeah.
Dr.
Liz.
Jen Moon. So now Mike Kalinowski
You were
back
way
to
up.
a 3-point
Ted's
lead.
sister,
and
Liz.
It all comes down to this question. Mara and, well, you know, sometimes you get a category it's very interesting.
Bringing it full
and
circle.
you're smiling upon someone. I seem to remember her introduction.
Call
as
back.
I replay in my head.
Yeah.
She selected number 7. For your 5-point question, Mara, to take the lead, is Indiana Jones.
She misses this. It's over, right?
Your
Yeah,
question.
this is a 5th-point
What?
question.
Your question is.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, the cat. Did you hear the category?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He started to say something that didn't matter.
I
But
just said your question. Yeah.
Exactly. But I couldn't hear you. We're on the same page
Sounds
now.
about right.
Most of the things I say do not matter.
Hey, where's my bagel?
Full circle.
Your question is, for 5 points and a lead over Mike Kalinowski and to stay in the game, what artifact, and we need the name of the artifact, is briefly recovered by a young Indiana Jones at the beginning
The Cross of Coronado.
the Last Crusade?
Cross of Coronado. You got it.
The Cross of Coronado.
That is correct.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Mara
Has a
Knopic.
It belongs in a
5-point lead.
museum.
Well, she has a
So do
2-point lead.
you.
Such a good
exciting.
transition.
She's still in the game.
Such a
I
good
get really
transition.
sweaty over this stuff, Emma, and it's just one of these things. You hope you're going to see a match like this that leads up because 3-0, 3-0, and it all just comes down to this. And thank goodness I got another overtime because we don't have the question power. I'll be honest with you. We do have one more question. That's going to be asked to Mike Kalinowski, and that will determine whether he walks out of here a winner and faces Jason Inman, or if we're going to see Mark Knopic.
How many JT rolls do I have left?
You have one, sir. No, I believe you have.
All three. All three. All three.
All right. Mike Kalinowski, your question. Number 13 is what you selected? For 5 points.
Come on.
In the world of the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, name the 2 robotic arms that Tony Stark utilizes in his lab, as mentioned in the Iron Man solo film and in Need both of them? You get 20 seconds.
Damn. I don't
Gizmo and
remember.
Gadget. I love Iron Man. I have no clue.
I don't remember. I think Knopic has got this.
We'll go to 5, 4, 3,
Repeat the question.
2. Name the 2 robotic arms that Tony Stark utilizes in his lab, as mentioned in the Iron Man solo films and.
I wouldn't even know where to begin. All right, Mr. Toomey.
5, 4,
Langoliers.
3,
Repeat the question.
2. Name the 2 robotic arms that Tony Stark utilizes in his lab, as mentioned in the Iron Man solo films and.
Wendell and... Wow, it's over. Wow.
5,
Is it Laurel and Hardy?
4. And your winner!
Are
Wow.
you shitting me?
Mara!
Damn! Wow. What was it?
Your star has done it! She has toppled the corrupt Mike Kalinowski. What a performance by KO, but Mara Knopic walks out of here a worthy
Wow.
champion
Nice.
of this tournament and will be facing Jason Inman for the Intergeekdom belt September 8th. I am excited about this Emma fight. What a match by both competitors.
Wow.
I'm absolutely thrilled by this.
Wow.
She beat Rachel, and now I want to see her go on to beat Jason Inman, and then that just justifies to me that Mara truly is a star
Nice.
here in the Intergeekdom tournament. And
Such a good game,
I can't
though.
wait to see what she
Great
does
game,
next.
I
but
mean, this is one of the more crazy things
That
I've
was
seen.
rough.
Not because
Yeah.
Mara
That was a
is
5-pointer
as
for
good
sure.
of a competitor as Mike. I think that they're on equal
Oh,
ground as this match
absolutely.
proves. But it's Mara. She just comes out of really nowhere in this, and then all of a sudden she's in the playoff, and she's competing in the tournament, and she goes 3-0, and then she's up against Mike Kalinowski, and this is not an easy setting to win a game and in focus. She was able to do that, as was Mike. He just got a tough MCU question there. The last exhausted as JT rule still wasn't quite
What's
enough.
the answer to that?
The
I have
answer
no
to that
idea.
is dumb E and you.
Oh, wow.
You, dumb E.
Yeah,
Those are
you,
Tony
dumb E,
Stark's.
gotcha.
That is you, I am dumb E. And now we are going to throw it to Jen
That's a
Sturgeon, who is
10-point
going to have
question.
Yeah, that's a
an interview
deep
with
cut
the
question
winner
for that
and
one.
the loser. Jen, the chaos, the corruption, the victory of Mara is all yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, she has done it. The Brown Dwarf Star, did I do that right? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, good. Has taken down the Death Star. Oh my gosh. Did you ever think in a million years we'd be standing right here
No.
at the end of this tournament?
No, not at all. And I have so many people that I can thank for that. With
Kalinowski?
Toy, Emma, and Rachel, they were all so intimidating that I got my prep on, you know? I studied, and I couldn't have done
You
it
never
without
gave
them,
up.
and they have all been such strong supporters. I don't think there were any losers in my matches.
He took you down to the very last question. Oh my gosh!
Hi guys, I just wanted to come and say congratulations, and honestly, that means a ton to me. We played a really incredible match, and I'm so happy for you.
She's
I'm happy
feeling
for you
better.
Today. Down with Anarchy, thank God.
Yeah!
And someone's going to the live event, and I will be in the front row rooting her on. Congratulations, seriously.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, even with Mike, even with our blood feud, he didn't walk out of this a loser in my eyes.
No, he took you down to the very last question. You guys came down to the last question, and what were you thinking as he was using his JTE rules and just trying to pull that last answer?
I was thinking that is one of the toughest questions I have ever heard, and I didn't know the answer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's tough.
Yeah.
Now, you just took
rough.
down corruption. I mean, do
So
you
does
worry
that mean
that you're going to have a target on your back now?
Does this mean I rule the roost?
No.
Can we do things my way now?
No.
Oh yeah,
This works.
This is happening.
No. But you will be facing Jason Evans at the live event.
You know, there are some complications with that. I have a close personal relationship with one of the members of the Horsemen, and who would he cheer on? A person that he's in a close relationship with, or his fellow Horseman?
I think it's a win-win for him.
Quite the conundrum.
Shit just got heavy. So, Mike, obviously that was not the outcome you were hoping for.
No. But here we are. So we move forward.
Were you impressed by Mara?
I've been impressed since day one. So this is what this tournament was about. I could have not faced Mara right now by bringing her into the tournament, so here we are.
No, she took you down to the last question.
She did. Yeah.
Did you think by using your JT rules that you could actually pull
No,
it,
I had no
or
clue
you
what
would
that
just
was.
stall?
Yeah,
And
I
anyone-
wouldn't have a clue either.
That thinks that they know what that was.
Good on you.
It's what it is. It's this how the game works. We can fall
And Iron
all we
Man
want.
1
It's
is
fun.
my
I'm sure
favorite
everyone when they
MCU
saw me
movie,
spin
and I have no clue.
DCU, never thought I was going to win, and that's how it goes. It's just the game, and you could have a great round up until the end, and you lose at the end, and that's what it is. I wanted a fair tournament, and I got a fair tournament, and I am the result of that. So I will happily step away from it. As in, this is how it went. I can't fault it. I wanted this. I wanted it fair across the board, fair questions. It just didn't go my way. When I thought they said MCU for that 5 point, I thought I was in good hands. I challenge anyone in this league that could know what that question was. So, it was I was
Very
gonna pull
deep
it out.
cut.
Does
for
this
that.
mean the end for corruption?
Well, we got the whole tournament coming up, so I'm not. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna go with it, and
And that's the thing. Do they even say
Let's
the
hope I
names
have
in the
luck tomorrow.
movie? Because I feel like then you could
Luck
challenge
tomorrow.
that if it's
continue
never
on the path
said.
that she's on.
Yeah, but it's over now.
That's it?
So.
I mean, I think he does say
This
you,
is nice
you,
to see everybody having a long
you.
Yeah, there's no reason.
It's
People
like,
think,
don't.
they
And
do
then
the whole thing on my heel and
he
the back
sprays
this
them.
and that.
So
It's
I
what it
don't
is.
know.
I was set out to do something.
It just sounds like he's
I
saying,
accomplished that. I was hoping that I would.
Like it's not a
It didn't happen,
definite
so I'm not
name
gonna
for that.
right.
Cry about it. I'm not going to whine about it. It happened. The belt will always be there. Mara's a competitor that now has put the league on notice. For a while it was always Rachel. Now there's two of them. Two great stars in this league will be facing each other again. We're going to do this dance forever. So
So
Here we
what's
go.
next?
Chance.
should I tell you? Maybe I have things working. This is the corruption was not just about the inner geekdom. It was the start of the inner geekdom, and then it was going to go out from there. I'm not going to tell everything. I'm going to tell you that. There's no fun in that. There's no fun in that.
Look at that look.
You want to close this out, Jen?
No, we're done here.
We're done here?
Yeah.
Are we? We are done. This part is done.
Sorry, it's such a bad day.
It's okay. It wasn't a bad day. I saw Mara win. Person, my creation. Moving on. And now she's going to go against Inman. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, you will.
He's alive. Alive. The creation's running rampant, man. She's going to dominate.
I mean, you see this. Mara's just very, very graceful in victory, and Mike Kalinowski.
Inman
I'm
has
not
a
gonna say
hell
he's
of
turned
a
over new
battle
leaf.
ahead
He's
of
really
him.
looking forward to anarchy and messing with a lot. He's done a lot of team shuffling, but you got to realize both these competitors knew who they were going up against, and they both brought their A game.
Absolutely, and they had their ups and downs throughout the game. Mike Kalinowski was up for most of the game, and then it just didn't go his way in round 3. We've seen it happen before in the Inner Geekdom, out of the Inner Geekdom. My
Round
goodness,
5.
William Bibiani is legendary for being terrible at round 3. So there
Thanks,
is,
Emma.
there's some luck as far as the chips fall where the Schmoedown is concerned, and when you have two people that are as strong of competitors as Mike Kalinowski and Mara Knopic, it boils down to you luck out getting a question or you don't.
And you see the resolve of somebody like Mark Knopic, who was really up against it. I mean, she goes into the last round trailing by 5 points, and it wasn't just any 5 points. Some of those points were earned in the speed round with Mike, just a whiz on the buzzer, getting questions right, left, and right, and then all of a sudden you just go back and forth. What a match! Mara is good at giving us victory. She's also good at giving us some all-time matches, and Mike Kalinowski, for all the crap that we give him, his corruption led to this tournament. I think that's a pretty darn good thing. Emma Fife, I want to thank you for joining me here at the Answer Desk today. How about a hand for Emma Fife, everybody?
Well, thank thank you for having me and utilizing my ability to pronounce wizard words. And yeah, we'll see you guys all at that live event on September 8th.
That is right. You can get your tickets right now. Just go to schmoedownlive.com, or you can just check out any one of our Twitter feeds, websites, etc. Get your tickets for the September 8th event. And make sure you guys check
My
out
birthday's the
Emma Fine across
11th
all
of
social media
September. Bring
platforms, and her
presents.
show Pencils and Parsecs. I am merely Mark Ellis, and you should check out the movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Check out our Patreon right now. Select which tier is right for you. Maybe we say your name in an upcoming championship match for the Schmoedown Rundown, the movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page, and Christian George Harloff. That is Emma Fife. Again, Baby Carrots, and we will see you guys at the live event.
Doesn't it keep you awake in the middle of the night? The feeling that if you just known a little bit more about the movie Labyrinth, the history of the Schmoedown would be different?
It does indeed. But then I feel a great swell of pity for anyone who comes around looking for a rematch.
Ooh, damn.
You should have killed me when you had the chance!
Your mother was a hamster and your father
Father
smelled
smelled the
elderberry.
elderberry.
Celery. I tried to do it, but I couldn't.
Release the Kraken! No! This is madness!
This is Sparta. It's exciting.
That's my birthday.
The war has begun.
Tell me, do you bleed?
You will. So Mara is moving on to the live event, which is fun. We finally get to see her in fighting form in front of us, because we've been to many events where Mara's there, but she was one of us, just enjoying the show. And now we get to enjoy the show she is going to put on against Jason Inman, and he has a hell of a battle ahead of him.
I feel like it will be a hell of a match because her studying is paying off.
Yeah.
She's been doing so well with Star Trek, which is one of Jason's strengths. She does really good in the Hobbit and in Lord of the Rings, which is another strength of Jason. And that was one of the things that Jason was like, the only people that could really pin me down was Rachel. She beat Rachel. So I think that she has the power to go against Jason Inman, and we will see that at the live event, and it will be hell of a match if she can take the belt away from Jason. Now, that will be like a catch-22 because I love Jason. I think that Jason is awesome, and I'm glad that he has the belt right now, but at the same time, I'm like, I want Mara to win, I want her to get the belt, so whoever wins is going to be a win-win situation in that.
You want to see them hold the belt. You want to see them defend the belt. Which Jason has done it, twice. He did it Donica and he did Navarro. And he ended up walking away the winner. So now it's like, you're okay if he loses the belt. But at the same time, you're okay if he retains the belt. However, if he's going to lose it, this journey that Mara has been on is a way to relinquish that title into Mara's hands. So my only concern is that in that speed round, her nonchalance definitely caught up with her, because she is definitely more of the turtle and the rabbit versus, the turtle and the hare.
And I think that this was a good learning thing, because that will happen at the live event where she'll have to use the button, the speed round button. So maybe she needs to talk to one of the horsemen, her fellow horsemen there but then again, Jason Inman is a horseman, so you don't know if he's going to be like, I don't know if I need to... Like she said, a conundrum.
It is a conundrum, but at the same time, I think it's one of the situations where they'd be happy with either outcome. However, stable-wise, you want Inman to retain the title because you don't want one of your members to lose the gold as soon as they join a stable.
And to be fair, if that does happen, I feel like there might be some kind of curse going in and being part of
any kind of stable. Any stable.
Yeah, you're right.
All the stables that form up, they lose their gold. And
as soon as Ken went to he lost his belt, so.
And then same thing happened with the Horsemen when Bibiani joined up, and you had freaking Robert Meyer Burnett, and it just it all fell apart. So maybe those stables don't deserve gold, but we shall see when it comes to Mara Knopic versus Jason Justice Inman at the live event. You got me to do it now. You said event. Now I said event. But we're going to get bent. So thank you guys for watching our reaction to the battle between Mara and Kalinowski. What did you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. You can also like and subscribe.
Did the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Stardust.
All the social networking gin joints, you know where they are. Kicking the party, fill the party, keeps the party going at our Patreon. Gets us where we need to go. You say it so fast. Thank you guys, and as always,
Now it's time to say goodbye.
this party is over. Bye.